That's right. It's a whole hour late tonight. Why? Because we felt like it. You're watching Herbalations, and I didn't turn my camera on.
Today is road trip edition.
Hi. There was my camera. In my dirty hand. From a broken truck today.
Okay. Cool. Oh, a broken truck.
What is going on with your internet?
I don't know.
You just kind of like skipped on me there for a second.
No, I don't know. We are on data today because Jackie is moving today.
So where exactly are you moving to? You said that earlier.
We're moving from Edmonton to Kamloops, BC. So we're going to work. Finally. Hello. Oh, hey, Harsh. You know, Yakashka was kind of side-eyeing you in those pictures, right?
Hello there.
And
Harsh is actually in Milwaukee with Max right now. So Max is doing some live sets tonight, and among other things.
When does his live set start?
I'm not exactly sure. I know he was nervous earlier, but he's going to knock it out of the park. He's
absolutely
awesome DJ.
I am kind of jealous.
Why? Because you're not in Milwaukee?
Yeah, and because I'm like freaking 3 sheets to the wind behind. That's true.
Yeah, Harsh sent a bunch of pictures from that little event.
Yeah, it was looking like the alien was side-eyeing Harsh quite bad. I don't know what Harsh did, but that alien did not like him.
Harsh, what did you do to the alien? What did you do to the alien, Harsh? I know he's still there. He's lurking. Are you lurking, Harsh?
Definitely lurking. He's one of the 3. But anywho, it's nice to see James in the comments again. We missed you. My profile picture is looking minty thanks to you. Appreciate it. I've got a...
Harsh's finger glowed. That explains all.
Yeah. So how has this week been treating you so far? Since I've been MIA all week.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I spent the last 2 days chasing gremlins in a truck. And still not finished. I still have more work to do. To the less Arctic place. Well, I mean, to be fair, that all of Canada is kind of Arctic. But I know she's probably happy to be.
When you cross over the interior, of BC, you get tropical. We are very tropical on the west coast. We're like California in that aspect right there. But you have to cross over the interior of British Columbia for that.
Well, so how far are you going?
Did you get your truck wet after midnight?
Are you going all the way out there towards west, or you just like?
We're going. Basically, the highway we're going to be working on is called the Coquihalla. It's better known to the Americans as the Highway Through Hell. So if you watch those towing shows, the Highway Through Hell is based on the highway that we are going to do some work on. Off in the ditches of it, obviously, and in the mountains. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's about, from where I am right now, it's about an 8.5-hour drive to our location. But where we're staying, they have us traveling 1 hour every morning to our laydown. So we have to drive the first half of the Coquihalla to our laydown and then go through the second half to get to our work site.
That's nice. Well,
Yeah,
I see Chad must be pulling the trailer. I'm assuming Chad's
He's
pulling
pulling
the
the
trailer and you're
trailer.
following him. Yeah.
I'll be in the trailer, pulling the truck and trailer from Edmonton to Kamloops. He's going to be driving a water truck. We just only moved out of our campsite right now because we
So
were
how are you
supposed to do
getting
that
your
2
car
days
down
ago.
there? Or are you
My
leaving
car
your
is
car
not
in
going.
Edmonton?
The car is getting left in Edmonton for 3 weeks, and then I'm grabbing it in 3 weeks.
Oh no.
Oh no, Herbalations will be done outside from now on out. We'll be going over some British Columbia growing techniques because I'm going to start growing some marijuana while I'm in British Columbia with hopefully some help from some viewers and some Bibles. Harsh, can I block him? Can we block him?
No.
Am I allowed to block my coworkers?
I don't know what that's about.
So the Oilers have kind of stepped their game up for a good while there. I was really living my glory of cheering on the Dallas Stars just for shiggles. Because, I mean, how else are you going to troll a bunch of hockey?
Wait, did you just call the Cowboys the Dallas Stars?
The Cowboys are the NFL team. The Dallas Stars are their
Stars?
hockey team.
I don't follow hockey, so I don't know what any of that stuff is.
I don't either. I don't like to. But everybody around me, because I live in Canada, follows hockey. So I'm always forced to stare at it. So I know the Dallas Stars were playing against the Oilers. So I chose to cheer for the Stars. They were winning. They were doing really well. And then the Oilers pulled something out of their booty, and now they're winning to smite me. Just to spite me. That's it.
All right. So getting back to the subject, growing, what soil system are you going to use? Hoey's asking.
So, Hoey, it's not going to be a system. So far, what I'm going to be starting out with, obviously, is I'm going to try to grow from seed because I do like the aspect of germination. So I love germinating my seeds. But I predominantly do that in the old school way of grabbing paper towel, wetting it, and keeping it in a Ziploc bag until the tails come out. I'm going to use some indoor soil for the first pots, just regular indoor soil, the same stuff that I'd use for my pothos and my taro plant. And then I'm going to subsidize that with my coffee grounds and my eggshells compost that I'm going to mix in and see where that gets me first. So we're going to see if we can get it to sprout, and then I'm going to let it do its outside. I'm basically going to grow it outside in the soil in the ground is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to try for an au naturel. What's your thoughts, Hoey? Do you think I'm going to screw up? Please tell me no.
He said outdoor, okay?
Support.
Well, I mean, where else is she gonna like build a temporary greenhouse? I don't think that would be feasible.
So one of my neighbors, they actually went up to Canadian Tire and bought just a basic small shed, and they retrofitted this little plastic shed to be their grow tent, like their grow tent. It collapses down into basically nothing when you need to move, and you can regulate the heat inside of it.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, like it has about 2 inches in it. That's just where it divots in, so you can actually put some insulation in it to insulate it in the wintertime to maintain that. Just once they get too big, you know, like now you're limited to like one plant, like you're limited doing it that way. But if I can convince my boyfriend to not come back to Alberta, I'm going to get a bigger shed, and that's what I'm going to do.
He said, Auto, a photo, have you decided on what route your seed's going to be? Okay, so when Hoey gets back to English, Hoey, stop typing in Chinese, please.
I kind of get what he's asking, but I haven't decided on any of that factor because I just have like seeds. I can kind of figure out, done some research online, and I found that sometimes it's very hard to tell, but you can tell by the seed if it's an indica or a sativa. That's about all I know about my seeds that I have anything like that. I'm just going to grab them, germinate them, whichever ones go, I'm going to plant them. And this is going to be my very first trial, and it's going to be like with bare minimum. Like I'm not even going to hydroponic any of it. Like it's nothing. I'm not going to add terpenes. I'm not going to add anything to this. It's going to be a 100% natural grow. And then I want to compare that to what we're getting in the dispensaries, if you know what I mean. Like I kind of want to see what's going on with weed. Oh.
No.
So how would I be able to tell that just from like a random sack of seeds that you get from your friend that got a bunch of seeds from their plant? Because I'm just trying to figure out if I've got indica or sativa seeds. That's all I'm going for.
And we want to remember this as well, right here. Spaniards do make awful pirates. You can't tell the difference. Well, then why does it matter? That's so weird.
Is this something that I would do to the seed? Is this from one of my missed episodes of From the Stash? Because I'm still trying to catch up on like a few of these episodes because these guys are hilarious. I love them. Same thing with the Knox Network.
Well, yeah, because everybody done cross-pollinated and cross-bred everything half to death. I mean, you know, everybody was planting every seed they can find at one point, you know, just to see what it would grow.
And that's what I liked doing back in the day. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I am all for this new age stoner era because it is really geared towards stoners. So, like, our last episode, like I was saying, like 60% of the younger population, they're choosing to smoke weed over drinking. And that's because they've made the weed industry so lustrous. Like there's so much to it nowadays. Like you can pretty much get anything you want. You can get it as crystally as you want. You can get it in multiple different facets. You can get it edible. You can get it drinkable, injectable. Like it's wild what you can do. You can't do that here. Like on your own anymore. Like you can't have that fun anymore because it's just too much fun to go and buy it. So I want to go back to the way when you used to be just amused by the fact that you'd randomly plant these few plants and you'd have like one of the most bomb cheeses you've ever had. Just by fluke. And I enjoy that. So I kind of want to go back to playing with my seeds.
You see, just the thought of you with that in that sentence, that term, and you know, breeder, you and breeder, that just doesn't go well together, Hoey. I'm sorry. You and breeder should never be in the same context ever in any
but like, I'm kind of
way,
excited.
shape, or form.
When you start playing around there, send me pictures, please. Back to you, Scott.
You have no not that kind of breeder. That's not what I meant. Never mind. We're just gonna leave that alone.
Listen, I've heard weed can be an aphrodisiac, but
I never really tested that. I mean, it relaxes you. So, I mean, if you have like inhibitions and you're nervous about someone, I could see it kind of working that way. I mean, technically, wouldn't it?
Okay, so just a warning that this is an 18 plus subject matter already because it is marijuana. I mean, for you Americans, it's 21 plus. But we're about to get 18 plus for 1 second on Hoey's comment. So, did I ever tell you the story when it was Valentine's Day and I went to this new dispensary in Edmonton. And it was one of those nice fancy glass walls. We got point systems. We got everything. So I bought everything and they were like, hey, for Valentine's Day, we have a free gift because you spent over $100. And I was like, all right, what's this free gift? They had me this little box and it is THC infused lube. And that bottle did not last long. If you ever find THC lube, get yourself a bottle. Especially women. Especially women. It is highly beneficial to women that have endometriosis. If you have endometriosis and you struggle with sex, get yourself a bottle. If you are a menopausal woman, get yourself a bottle. This stuff is a godsend.
Why do I have the feeling you're like trying to stay away from purchasing something like that again for the time being?
James. No, I have to. I do want to pick up another bottle. It's freaking hard to find.
Poor Chad. You should have it on.
Chad's the
you should have it on Amazon though, right? You can't just like buy it on Amazon in Canada.
No, we cannot buy THC infused stuff online. We are still limited. Like I said, there's these drinks you can get. They call them like Bliss and all this. Like there's different names for what each drink does, but it's an intensifier for your marijuanas. So when you smoke your marijuanas, you take this bottle and you drink it, and it's supposed to intensify your weed. And I can't order them here. They do not sell them. They're not allowed to sell them. So I don't know how THC lube got pushed through. It's probably why I can't find it.
Well, I mean, Trudeau, likes to screw y'all, so I can see why.
So I was driving down the road the other day, and down the highway, on the right-hand side was a billboard. And on that billboard, I can't remember the words, but all I can remember is the face that was on that billboard. And it was back when Trudeau did blackface. It is my new favorite billboard to see when I'm driving. I don't think it'll be there much longer, but it's there.
Trudeau in blackface. Let's see if I can find that picture.
Oh God, he's got like the whole turban on and everything. He's got his. Oh, there's so many good gifs of it, memes, but you've done messed up the country when there are billboards of your mess ups.
To anyone wondering, let's see if I can get this. I'm sorry, this is a funny looking picture. Let me get it to share their page. This is for Jackie right here, by the way. This is what we're looking at.
Yes. Yes. Hoey, they put blackface on a billboard, and you know what? I'm going to do you all a favor tomorrow.
I don't know if this is the picture she's referring to, if it's this exact picture, but
it's literally just cropped to just his face, and there's a phrase beside it. And I'm going to get y'all a picture of it tomorrow morning, okay? But I'm going to get you a picture of that billboard. It'll be on the Herbalations page because I have been failing you all miserably on posting on my page. But my life is...
Look who's standing next to him.
Yep.
He's got like two people he's making fun of literally standing next to him. And they're smiling. Like, look at this idiot. Jesus.
You know what? I might even get it for you tonight because they have an encampment out there. They've camped out at this rest stop for about 40 over 40 days now, somewhere around there, but they're camped out for axing the carbon tax. So this protest's been going on for a while, and like about 5 kilometers before you hit the protest grounds is where that billboard is.
Chloe says, wow, they in Harsh face next to him. Harsh is having the time of his life right now with Max in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Harsh is probably doing illegal things right now at this moment. Or he better be anyway. He's got a CSHR t-shirt on right now, so he better be doing illegal stuff.
Harsh better be living his best life and making sure that he doesn't irritate Yakashka too much, because he's already looking at him funny.
Twas saying, though, Harsh is definitely Hoey's Jon Snow.
Well put. Well played, good friend.
Oh, why do we do these shows this late in the afternoon?
Well, you say this now, but you know, I'm going to be on Pacific Standard Time effective tomorrow. So.
Oh goodness.
So
that means
yeah,
this show is going to be later at night. I'm going to have to like take a nap during the day.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you know, it's that, or we're going to have to do it earlier, and I'm going to have to start taking night shifts. I don't know how we're going to do this, but it's...
Ross says it's bedtime, you degenerates.
Hello, Lee.
Oh, he says he likes this 9 p.m. slot. Hi, Lee.
Well, I especially like that Hoey likes it, because at least I know if it's done later in the day, I know Hoey's always going to be here, and he's going to be one more beer in than he is normally, and it's going to be a lot more fun.
Oh, no, it's not. What is wrong with you?
I quite enjoy Hoey's antics, okay?
Jeez.
If he didn't show up, I wouldn't know what to do on Sundays anymore. I'd be at a loss. And now James is back. I'm going to be sad when he leaves again, because, man, like, I need y'all.
She needs us.
Hello, Jeremy. Chat doesn't always win.
1-844-924-7104 if you want to speak to Miss Hyde directly. Wait, is that like the hats made out of the beer boxes? And please, why would you buy one of those instead of just like look up the directions on how to make one online?
I bought a Budweiser cowboy hat yesterday because it was Farmer's Days.
Well, that's kind of different if it's shaped like an actual, cowboy hat. That takes some time and talent.
I spent 2 hours in the sun, and I wound up sunburnt from hell on my shoulders, and it is not fun today.
They had it at Walmart.
That sounds like a Walmart purchase.
It's the hat and in his profile pic. Why do you have a gray beard in that profile pic? Are you trying to look like you have stature or something?
He is gray. He's old.
He doesn't have that much gray in his beard, though.
Yes, Lee. We are currently at the point in our year where we have more sun than no sun. Like it's sun until like almost 10:30, 11 o'clock now.
No, that's the best question in the world. Y'all don't live on the dark side of the earth? Are you kidding me?
I mean,
there's actual sunlight up there?
Even when you live in the actual Arctic Circle, life sucks for you up there because it's either always dark or always sun. Depends on the time of the year.
Yeah, Jackie, why do you have a gray beard in your profile pic?
Because I've been trying to join the League of Goatees for like 20 years and I keep getting denied access. So I just want to know what y'all talk about. That's it. I'm just curious.
Stars missed out on a good moneymaker. If they release Black Sails Treasure Island sequel, it'll make make goat type monies.
Game of Thrones type money.
Oh God.
Okay, but like literally. Hobo, you do not bring flat Earth into this. Around the blackface billboard, there is a flat Earth billboard too.
Hold on, I have it on high authority that her significant other may be a flurfer. I'm not 100% sure yet.
He changed his mind. He's a cube earther now.
He's a cuber now, so he believes in cube earth.
Yep.
Raj just divorced Hoey in the comment section. He's divorcing Hoey.
You guys heard it first. Our celebrity couple is finally found the end over Black Sails, Treasure Island.
So, wait, getting back to this comment right here. So in cube earth, which is what Chad now believes in, what?
Okay, so when he decided to do this, my dumbass did actually YouTube it. Okay, so there's a very educational YouTube video on what would happen if the Earth was various other shapes. A cone Earth was one of them, and the cone Earth, if you like chaos, cone Earth. Okay, people be freezing on one side, and the other side is like literally on fire, like 24/7. The cube Earth, the way the gravitational pull would wind up being because of flat surfaces would be to the center of each flat surface. So each of the corners of that cube, you would all be drawn to the center of that face. And every time your side would move to the other side, it would become ridiculously cold. So his theory is debunked, but he still wants to believe in it. So Chad is effectively a cube earther. I spent my morning while I was packing arguing with a gentleman on TikTok on his live stream because he wanted to talk about the bear and the females.
Here you go. Read that one, Jackie.
I do host a Facebook group chat. It was a parody to some for men where we validate the You know what? I will send Chad your guys' way. He could probably use that right now. I'm not gonna lie. Hot Dog Earth is still the best one. I love Hot Dog Earth.
A Circle K machine. She probably doesn't know what Circle K is up there. I don't think
actually,
we have Circle K's up
yes, there. Actually we do. All of our Mac convenience stores all converted to Circle K's like 3-4 years ago. And their coffee is garbage. I do not like Circle K coffee.
Yeah, it's garbage down here too. Honestly, it's garbage everywhere.
They got those new machines that are supposed to be all like fancy, you know, like, ooh, you can like, it's freshly ground and it still tastes like butt.
Butt? Exactly. How do you know what butt tastes like?
I have a boyfriend.
Well, you're not supposed to be eating his butt.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you do know that men have this habit of not trust. TMI. Weed lube. Yes, weed lube.
Wait, you guys have stores too? So not only do y'all have sunlight, y'all have stores too where you can go shop.
Lee, if you ever come
Lee,
to
where
Canada
do you think she lives? Narnia? She's not in, I mean, it's...
Indoor plumbing. Yeah, we just got that recently too. It was great. My daughter, she learned about chamber pots at Farmers Days yesterday. If you haven't taken your kid to a Pioneer Museum and had the chamber pot conversation with your child, you have not lived. The look
Chamber
on
pot.
that kid's face was mind blowing.
I mean, people didn't have indoor plumbing back in the day.
I told her, imagine being the person walking along the street when the chamber pot gets emptied.
Hobo says Canada has the best dirt floors.
Oh, that's right. Hobo's been to Canada. You need to you're a traitor.
So I tell you what, Hoey, if you can tell me what that how do you use the 3 seashells? If you can tell me how, I'll send you a coffee mug.
3 seashells for what?
To use the bathroom. Like, you never seen the movie Demolition Man?
No.
In the bathrooms on Demolition Man, they only had 3 seashells. They didn't have toilet paper or anything like that.
Okay. I think that's about all I need to know. Why did you? Okay, but what kind of seashells? Or were they abalone seashells? Were they like the conch shell? What kind of seashells? How big were they?
What does it matter? How do you use a seashell to like clean yourself?
You cannot use a seashell to clean yourself.
Well, that's what they used. 3
okay,
seashells.
But like if you got seashells, you got palm trees. Like don't.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the 3 seashells. Like an ice. You use them like an ice cream scoop.
That doesn't clean it. That's like if you can't. That's like constipation solution.
What are you digging in there? You don't do that. What is wrong with you?
Then how is that cleaning your butthole? You ain't doing it right if you got to scrape it off your ass cheeks.
But how? I mean, yeah, but how? That's how Demolition Man did it. Yeah, but how? That's what I want to know. How does that work?
Mud butt. That's only if you do it in your pants, sir. Just so you all know, I do actually signal when I make my turns.
Is that what that clicking sound was just now?
Yeah, my car doesn't seem to be very silent about it. They would like to announce to everybody, including the outside world, that I am turning.
Could you see that? Just walking through a park. Some random woman sitting on top of the water fountain.
Hobo, I officially cannot travel with you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy, for standing up for what is right and what is wrong. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'm glad that somebody has my back. I like him. He is always welcome.
Okay, so you're doing it properly, yes, but you're not doing it like a woman because you didn't hit any curbs.
Damn it. Hold on, let me go back and do it again.
So she's got to turn her. Now we have to. She has to make a U-Haul. Well, no, you got to follow Chad. You don't want to lose Chad because then you might wind up in the middle of nowhere.
I already have to find him. He left before me. I had to go drop off my child first, and then now I got to find him. And yeah.
So you don't even know where you are right now.
I know where I am. I do not know where Chad is. Maybe he's watched. Maybe he's listening to find out where I am.
No, you cannot ask a question.
Yes, you can ask a question in your Ace Ventura voice, but only in your Ace Ventura voice.
And you have to do it live. I'll tell you what, join the live stream and you can ask us a question, but you have to do it like Ace Ventura. I'll send you a link. You can join us. So Lee Houston says I'd come visit Canada, but I can't ice skate.
Neither can Jackie. Neither can Jackie.
The street lights aren't on. It's safe. It's Canada.
I mean, in one of our lovely provinces, apparently the best way to divert a thief, because they're only breaking into your house to look for your car keys. Just leave your car keys by the front door so that they don't have to come further to look for them.
Okay, so we're in agreement that nobody wants to see Hoey talk out of his rear. So you don't fart at all? Because that would technically be talking, crap, wouldn't it? A fart?
So if your butt doesn't talk, does that mean that the poop comes out your mouth like in South Park?
Or it could be like me, it comes out of my stomach. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be like Fievel Goes West, hobo. Harsh Visits Canada, a CSHR Radio production. Oh.
They wouldn't let him back into the United States.
He'd be detained as a... Oh, wait,
as
no.
a terrorist.
If he came to Canada, he'd get $1 million instantly. They'd be like, welcome, okay, welcome. Here's your passport. Here's your $1 million. And because you're a Sikh, you don't have to wear a helmet on a motorcycle.
They give him $1 million.
Well, they pay them like close to $500,000 a year to live here, something like that. They get a lot of money. That's all I know.
All right, so we're moving to Canada. Harsh is gonna just provide for all of us.
You're too white, Scott.
Harsh, Canada probably has him on a list.
However, in Canada's top news, in our main stories, apparently the immigration from Canadians to the United States since 2020 has increased 10 times. One in 5 Canadians are leaving Canada to go to the States currently.
So if Harsh was to go to Canada, he would have to get back into the country by coming back across the border in the south.
Yeah. That way he could be...
He'd have to cross in Texas. So you can get back into the United States.
Yes. Jeez. That's precisely how you'd have to do it. And I mean, you can identify as whatever you want. It's 2024. Identify as a turd.
I would love for Jackie to come to the United States, like defect, so they let her across.
Oh, it's happening. We're working on it slowly. I'm trying to do it in a way that my company pays me to do it.
I don't have to seek refugeeism in Canada. I'm already a Canadian citizen, sir. Thank you.
Oh, Max, hello. Can't wait for some live music. I'm actually kind of excited. Be good for my drive tomorrow morning. Yeah, I guess that's where they draw the line.
Yeah, that's where they draw a line, right there.
If I identify as a bear, will all the women come to me?
We already had this discussion. I showed you what happens whenever you don't have bear spray.
I mean, I have to do a stupid bear training every time I go to work. It's like their favorite thing to make us do is bear awareness. And the one video is so funny. The girl's like walking through and she's just like looks at the bear and she just goes, "Whoa, bear. Whoa, bear. Whoa."
Like, what is that gonna do?
And the bear just stops. Like,
it's probably up. Confused. Like, what is happening right now? Yeah, bear's looking
around
like,
eat you. You're weird. I'm going the
Yeah,
other
this
way.
is strange. I'm confused. Lee
I'm like,
Houston says it
okay.
doesn't work. Heads up, I identify as a millionaire and they don't let me get my money.
Yeah.
Sources for the bear story? Sources, do you have this video, ma'am? Next
You
time,
can
record it with your cell phone.
actually, I will, and I can guarantee you if I go to YouTube, I can find it because that video is one of the #1 used videos for most like any work that you do on the rigs, the oil fields, anything out here in Alberta and in Canada, because everywhere we work is bear country. Like we do have black bears and grizzly bears, and then when you get into the northern eastern coast, you have polar bears. So we kind of get them all. I wish we had pandas, but we don't.
Hijack Hoey's life and leave him in the wilds of Canada. He would die. He would die. Something would eat him.
I tried that once. You don't get to do that for work. I'm sorry, but you don't.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you shouldn't have a gun at work anyway. I mean, what do you really need a gun at work for? I mean, I have one in my truck, but that's different.
I don't have any of those things, but they give me a nice can of bear spray that we're supposed to keep in our truck. And we have to go through bear spray training, as you found out, because I sent you the video, and that's how we got the AI image of what happens when you do not have bear spray.
Seattle has a lot of bears in the gay community.
Okay, but why does every big guy always refer to themselves as a bear? Like when you meet them and they got like the little scruffy beard.
I don't refer to myself as a bear, but then again, I'm not gay either, so, you know. I can legally carry one at work. Well, that's nice. It's a service burrito. Well, I mean, to be fair, they voted for Biden. It's kind of the same thing. So, who cares? Jackie, are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm
You
just
look like you're in
I
deep
was
thought.
the person I'm supposed to be looking for finally realized that I stopped looking for them.
Like turn your location off and everything.
Oh, we don't do that. That's weird. Okay, like those people that have those stupid Life 360s on each other.
No, I haven't never done that, but like on trips or something, when like people are supposed to be following me, I'll turn my location on so they can keep an eye on where I'm at, so they don't lose me.
Oh,
You
we
know,
just
that's a
have a
little
rule.
different.
We just have a rule. If you can't see me, pull into the next rest stop and wait there. But this trip, when I dropped my car off at work, because we got some free stuff from a sea can we cleaned out at work. You know, like sometimes you just get free shit at work and it's awesome. We got a free VHF radio, so I can actually talk to him from each vehicle to him when I'm behind him from
Yeah,
a
we call
radio.
those walkie-talkies.
No, that's not a walkie-talkie. It's an actual VHF. It's programmed to every like it goes over like a 10-kilometer radius or something like that. Like they're built into the trucks. So instead of CBs, because CBs aren't allowed to be used by truck drivers in Canada, we use VHF radio. Whereas in the States, if I try to come into the States and I have my VHF radio hooked up
That's
in my
illegal
car,
here.
they will not let me across the border. I have to take it.
Out.
Yep, it's got to go. They'll decline me at the border. So before we take Chad's truck to the border, we got to take the radio out.
So wait, you're getting ready to cross the border?
No, well, we're going to eventually. We just need this workplace to finish buying the other workplace. So
Oh goodness! When Jackie hits American soil, it's going to be on.
well, I'll be in Texas. That's where I'm going when I go.
Oh
It's
no,
Texas.
that's too close to me. That's too close to me. You can't come down here. Yeah.
Nope, that's where we're going.
Yep, no. I forbid it. That's too close to my office. I can't have HR and my COO that close to me. No, it's just
My
not gonna work.
coworkers are getting so
I can't.
sick and tired of me bringing up HR at work right now. They're so tired of it.
And they think you're their HR.
Yeah, they're like, why? Can you just stop? I'm actually at a Circle K right now.
Did you see my response to your HR email, by the way?
No, because it didn't show me that it actually sent.
It did. It did. I got it.
Okay. No, I didn't see the response to it yet. There was some issues with the email.
Hobo says you won't make it past Texas. They're going to deport you to Mexico. They're going to think you're a Mexican.
Actually, I hate to be the one that breaks it to you, but they actually won't say anything to me because Alberta and Texas are like best friends.
They won't say anything to you in any way because, I mean, you're just as American as we are, technically. Nobody will know you're Canadian unless you tell them.
Which radio? It's a Motorola.
I think he's talking about the VHF.
Yeah, it's a Motorola ICOM radio.
We have those down here, but they like work all the way across the country. They use the old Nextel network, and you can buy them and communicate. You can communicate. Jeez, I couldn't get that word out for some odd reason, but you can communicate across the country for free. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you just can't say about. You can't say about.
But I do say about. Listen, it's Chad we have to worry about. Okay.
No, yeah, but Chad sounds Norwegian or Finnish. He sounds Finnish. I mean, so they'll just look at him like he's crazy. It's fine.
This is like hot.
Are you? So you're not looking for him at all anymore? You're just like hanging out now. Oh, you found him? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we found him. He's good. We're back. We're united again. Not lost anymore. See, he gets in the car now. My car's like, you don't have a key in the car. Yeah, I do. It's right here.
Yeah, I do. You piece of crap.
I hate these push start.
Hi, Chad. We're glad you found each other. Because she said, you know, at one point she was like, you know what? I'm not even looking for this guy anymore. He thinks the Earth is a cube. So I'm just going to let him stay lost. So
she seen me when she came over the corner. It looked like she seen me. It looked like she looked at me when she came over the edge.
No, I didn't, but I did, but I didn't.
So if like you drive over the edge of the cube and you're automatically like drawn to the center, would you like travel at the speed of light to the center of the cube? How does that work? Or would you like fall off the earth temporarily and then like fall back to the middle?
Oh, we'll have to check on the plants in the bathroom when I go look. But we brought this weed, Hoey. I brought pre-rolled because I'm lazy. Dragon's breath.
Dragon's breath. It's also what happens when you don't brush your teeth in the morning.
Okay, you know what I've noticed? Children have the worst smelling breath out of anything in the world, including my dog. She can brush her teeth twice a day, but when she talks to me or she breathes, it's like death inside of her mouth. I wouldn't even call it dragon's breath because at least that would smell like brimstone. But like hers smells like a 2-day-old cat that got ran over. Oh, Hobo likes dragons.
So, no, that's not normal. Hobo says you gave birth to a zombie. That's what happened.
I mean, I'd believe it.
I mean, she's not batting too well right now. Chad believes in cube Earth. And now her child's a zombie.
I looked at the gelato mints and I didn't buy the gelato mints because they were always a big letdown. Okay, but
Lee says if I come up there, would you introduce him to Letterkenny?
Chad, would you introduce him to Letterkenny? Who? His name's Lee. He's a great guy. Okay. Yeah, Chad said he'll introduce you.
Chad, our friend Lee over here didn't think there was sunlight in Canada or our stores. So we blew his mind earlier. It was great. He thought y'all were like in this dark area of the world or something.
So does Chad. Chad doesn't believe we have sunlight either.
Wait, so what is all of that stuff that's around you right now?
Yeah, what is it, Chad?
It's all fluorescent lighting. They have thousands of 8-foot bulbs. Millions even.
Yeah, he says it's the street lights.
Yeah.
Wow. High pressure nuclear street lights.
Oh.
This would get canceled like the first episode. Like in the middle of the first episode. No, this would not be a good idea at all. Ever. A CSHR version of The Love Connection starring Harsh as Chuck Woolery. Yeah, no, that is a very, very volatile, bad idea. Yeah.
You know what? I liked the animal mints. The animal mints was actually quite a bit better than the gelato mints in my mind. It was kind of like when they did the cross with the wedding pie and the animal mints. That turned out lovely.
He does use that word a lot.
We'd have to do it as like a blind date, like, you know, like those little dating shows they used to have where it's behind the curtain or whatever.
We could keep like setting him up with like women he hates. That would be hilarious. Like every stereotypical white female we could find. Blonde hair with Starbucks. You know, white iPhone, Uggs. Every stereotypical white female. He would go absolutely nuts.
But here's the thing is, what if he actually said yes to one of them and kept saying yes to them until the curtain got revealed and he realized what he said yes to?
First episode, the whole panel is blow up dolls. He would call those stereotypes too.
Yeah.
Blow up dolls are so stereotypical. Such a stereotype.
It's like my OSHA video. It's like, how is that a stereotype? That's more of a male stereotype than like a racial stereotype.
Well, I mean, yeah, but your video has a lady going, "Whoa, bear, whoa, bear, whoa, bear."
I'm gonna. He doesn't believe. They don't believe me about that video. The whoa bear.
Oh no,
lady.
I believe you. I believe you because we had a video here at one point that was like really graphic.
It is,
you know,
what it was.
We had one safety video at one point that I saw at one plant down here that was like extremely graphic. Like this one guy's finger getting ripped off, somebody else's foot getting ran over by a forklift.
Those videos make an impact. Those ones actually worked, and they don't do them anymore. But those ones worked. People didn't do them.
I didn't. Yeah, but I loved watching those videos. I thought they were cool. I would go like find them on YouTube later and watch them again. Like, look at this crap that made us watch it work.
Exactly. You actually watch because you're like, whoa, no way. Like his face came off. People actually paid attention.
I mean, they were good videos, but they were like cheesy because you could blatantly tell it was fake, but it still looked like somewhat realistic, so it was funny.
I don't know. I feel like some of these new trainers they hire, like the educators, they just like teach them stories in school and they go tell these stories when you go there and say you were there for it.
Yeah, I've heard several safety men tell the same story. Like it was their story.
Yep.
I've heard that several times.
You guys go through a set amount of stories you're supposed to tell. I feel like that's why the one trainer, he was being audited when I was in there, and halfway through the class, the guy that was auditing him was like, "I need to speak to you outside." And I was like, he didn't follow the stories.
That's like Exxon. They want you to like walk. The whole plant could be blowing up. Walk to the nearest muster point. No, I'm going to jump in a 60-ton crane and go through a fence somewhere. Just follow me down the highway. I'll be at the house.
Right?
I'm going to drive that thing through the plant like it's a tank.
That's why they bring out-of-towners now, because they know the people that live close, they're just going to go home. That's it. They're just
Right.
going to get in their crap. They're going to leave, and they're going to be like, guys, we need to go. It's about to go up. And when it goes, it's taking the town. Let's go. Whereas,
Yeah,
like,
just
if you got
don't even worry.
out-of-towners, they're going to sit there and laugh for a while. They're going to be like, this is great.
Yeah, don't even worry about calling me in a head count or anything. Just call me in my house. I'll be at home. I'll be watching TV. While y'all are still doing the head count, trying to figure out who died in the explosion, I'll be at the house. I'm not going to stick around for what's going on. Oh, sorry. Stop it!
I did after this, but literally, I actually follow those people. I watch those videos. I sit there and I watch them. I love it when they go meet their friends. And
Okay,
stuff.
so if you really watch those channels, you know who Mr. Kidders is.
Yes, I do.
I think everyone knows who Mr. Kidders is.
It's
That
like,
cat has
like,
friends all over town.
he does. There's like and it's like Neil the Seal. I watch his stuff too, and he's like a seal that just like runs rampant through town, and like he has his own TikTok page because he's just this random seal, and like they put pylons around him so cars just drive around him because he'll just lay in the middle of the road and just chill.
Okay, so for anyone, we had this discussion a while back. For anyone watching the show that's not sure of this right now, that term she just used, we call those traffic cones down here. For some reason, they call them pylons up there, which is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. But anyway, continue on with your story, Jackie. I'm so apologetic for interrupting you like that just now. Not really, but yeah.
I told Chad about that conversation about pylons, and he was like, those are pilings, though. I'm like, I know, but Americans call them pylons. He's like, no, those are pilings. He's like, those traffic cones, those are pylons.
They're traffic cones down here.
And then the big, tall, skinny ones are delineators.
Delineate? No, those are just cones too. There's no variation.
Or candlesticks.
Yeah, there's cones and barrels. That's all we have. Cones and barrels.
Yeah, we have the barrels. That's the one that the RV drove over and dragged behind him for a while because he couldn't drive straight. We were watching this guy. No joke, he was hitting every single cone and barrel that he could.
When you hit one of those bigger cones with the front steer tire of a Peterbilt just right, you can shoot them off into the trees.
Chad's like, this is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, he drives a big truck, so you should know whenever you're going down the road and you catch one of those cones just right on the steer tire, you can shoot that son of a gun like 40 yards off the highway.
He's got a new game for tomorrow. I'm going to be behind him in the truck and trailer. Just like.
He just America explained traffic cones. Well, I mean, you know, we have different things. Okay, so one of the funniest conversations. I live in Louisiana.
Oh wait, what do the orange barrels on the highway and Schneider semis have in common?
Cut the top off, and there's a dirt bag in it. Anyway, as I was saying, getting back to my original train of thought, which I completely lost there for a second because Hoey's ridiculous. Anyway, I live in Louisiana, and for some reason, every soda down here is Coke. So, like, if you go to someone's house, this is an actual conversation that will occur. Say, man, do you want a Coke? Yeah, man, what kind of Coke you got? I got some Dr. Pepper and some Sprite. What kind of Coke you want? None of those options are Coke, okay? Stop doing that. That confuses people. If you go to New York and say, hey, bro, you want a Coke? You're going to get a Coke. Speed bumps, alligators. No, that's Florida. Here, our speed bumps are drunk Cajuns.
They call them humps in Florida. It made me laugh. because there's signs in Florida, especially in the Keys, and it says hump ahead. and teenager me just got a riot out of that. Same thing with the no standing. I took a picture standing by the no standing. And I'm aware it's no idling, but like seriously, Florida's messed up.
Soda versus pop. I mean, it's whatever. I've gotten accustomed of Olivia being here from New York, and she calls it soda, so that's what I call it too now.
I call it pop.
I mean, it's soft drinks. We call them cold drinks down here too. Cold drinks or Cokes. Everything is cold drink or Coke. Hey, you want a cold drink? I got a hot 6-pack in the truck. Well, then they're not cold. Why would you call it a cold drink?
Because it fizzes when you open it. That's why.
That doesn't
That's
make
a
it cold.
carbonated beverage.
In my house, we call them carbonated beverages because we are sophisticated humans, okay?
No, we call them pop. Like that's what we call it. Pop. Pop. Yep, we're basic. We're basic as fuck around here. But I
so
like one thing.
You
I
don't
won't
call them
drink
like by their name, because a lot of times we'll just say, "Hey, would you grab me a Coke out of the fridge, or would you grab me a Dr. Pepper?"
Well, yeah, we use the names, especially if you're going to have multiple different types in your fridge. You know, you can't just send them and be like, "Get me a pop," and then get mad when they bring you a 7-Up.
And soda here, yeah, you're in the northeastern area of the United States. That's why. That's what they call it up there, soda. Hoey says he likes asking for Pepsi, so they say they have Coke and then ask for a ball and water.
This is why you're not allowed in most restaurants.
We can't take Hoey out in public. Well, thanks for joining us on a late Sunday. We'll attempt to make it next Sunday on time or later. See you guys later. Thanks, Scott, for being here, even when I was late.
You have a wonderful afternoon, Miss Jackie. Thank you very much. We'll be alive for a few more seconds just to do the call sign and all that other good stuff. So,
absolutely.